Welcome. Hope you're well. Here we are on Monday, the 1st of March, the first of a new month, the month where we take back our power. The month where we do something, where we mobilize, where we start things going. So welcome. So, first of all, we have a story here. Prince Harry says that British press was destroying his mental health. So it must be terrible for someone with so much money to go through these things. I'm sure there's no one else in a much worse situation than him with hardly any money, which is most of us. Because what you got to remember is these people have thousands and thousands and thousands and millions, whatever, assets, yeah? Getting contracts with Netflix, etc. So yeah, I wouldn't, he's a human being, I guess, but I wouldn't worry too much about that when there's so many more people who do suffer, and are suffering even more in this ridiculous situation that we're in, where the country's getting locked down, etc., etc., and people are losing their jobs. So yeah, Joe Biden takes military action for the first time as president. So it didn't take him long, did it? US launches airstrikes on Syria. Okay, now airstrikes. Okay, so basically we're back to this thing here where we strike from the air, and it doesn't matter if you get 6 people, 12 people, collateral damage. It doesn't matter to them. So I'm totally against this. As you know by now, I'm anti-war, I'm anti-violence, and they're still using the tactics of the past, which are very inaccurate and don't account for all the innocent people who are going to get killed, and families who are going to get split up and lose, siblings and mothers and fathers, etc. So that's horrible, but never mind. Yeah, what did we expect? So here's another story of distraction. So whenever they need a distraction, they bring this one out. They'll bring out the Madeleine McCann one out, for example. So Shamima Begum finds out whether she can return to the UK. Okay. So again, just another distraction, and it fits in with the agenda of division, of pitting, Britain against so-called the Islamic community. I judge people on their heart. That's all I'm going to say. On their heart and their actions. Everything else is irrelevant to me. As long as you're a good person, then we'll be fine, So, UK alert. CV19 UK alert level downgraded as threat of NHS being overwhelmed recedes. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. GCHQ says AI can help UK combat disinformation attacks. GCHQ says that AI can be used widely in the fight against disinformation and will commit to using it ethically. Okay, so what is disinformation, and who makes that decision that it's disinformation? Their disinformation might be my information. Do you see what I mean? So, I'd love to know the criteria as to whether it's disinformation or information, because, everything is upside down. So the health system makes you iller. You could say the education system dumbs people down. You see what I mean? So, interesting. Blair says global collaboration could have cut 3 months off the crisis. And here we have the picture of our war criminal, former Prime Minister Tony Blair, getting that stuck in his arm. He looks frail as it is, man. He doesn't look like he's got long left. Look at him. All these people now are looking very ill and very old now, and very weathered and vulnerable. That's what I would say. So former Prime Minister Tony Blair tells The Guardian the world must be better prepared for the next pandemic. Okay? For the next one. So they're still in the crux of this one, still right in the swing of this so-called pandemic, and now he's telling us the world must be better prepared for the next one. Tony Blair, the war criminal, says that. Okay? English school leaders despair over new rules on COVID tests and masks. Teachers are concerned that measures are unenforceable and some parents may withhold consent for regular testing. Good. Let's hope that you don't get it all your way. Let's hope there are some consciously aware parents who do the right thing. The right thing really would be to take them out of school and homeschool them. Some may say, I can't do that. Okay? I would advise you to try and find a way, because if not, further down the line, it is going to cause you torment, okay? But that's my opinion. You don't have to do that, you know? So head teachers fear that the reopening of England schools could be undermined because parents will not consent to CV testing for their children and because guidance on the wearing of face coverings in classes is unenforceable. Good. Like I said, good. I hope you get a lot of pushback with all these disgusting and degrading rules that are basically just human torturing your own people. Basically, that's what you're doing by enforcing these guidelines and rules, telling children to grow up thinking it's normal. You are committing torture to your own people, psychological torture. Public health authorities want people to keep wearing masks and social distancing even after they receive a vaccine. This might seem counterintuitive. After all, if someone gets a vaccine, aren't they protected from CV? So even in the media, yeah, they're saying this. However, vaccinated people may still be able to transmit the virus even though they do not display any symptoms. Brilliant. So you go through all the hassle, all the bother, all the anxiety of that, and you still might be able to transmit it. But yet people are queuing up to do it, even though they can still transmit it, even though they do not display any symptoms. So it's really the perfect plan, this, isn't it? You can still spread it even if you get the vaccine, and you can still spread it even if you don't have any symptoms. I mean, what's next? You know, what is literally next? It's just total control over the population, yeah? Through this. Olympic star Callum Skinner creates cycling glasses that allow riders to see behind them. Now, the reason I put this in here is just because it's a bit of technology, okay? For our benefit. At the moment, they're using it to control us, okay? So we need little things like this that make life easier for everyone through technology, okay? There's nothing wrong with technology if it's used for the right purposes, such as this, okay? Now have a look at this idiot here, right? Let's zoom into his disgusting face. Does he look well to you? Does he look healthy to you? Does he look like he can allegedly run a country? To me, he looks like he's going to drop down. Right now, he looks frail, unhealthy. Doesn't even look human. Looks like a creature. And where is he? In a school. So these poor little children have to see this absolute moron, an evil traitor to humanity like this. Look at him. Disgusting. Look at him. I can't even look at it. I have to go past this picture. UK to discuss EU proposals for vaccine passport aimed at reviving international travel. So here it comes. Vaccine passports could be used to prove travellers have received a CV-19 jab. Okay, so if anyone's thinking of having to move or going somewhere else other than their own country, I'd advise you to do it straight away before these things come in. That's what I would say. Okay. So vaccine passport. Now I would probably imagine it's more likely to be just a QR code. I think. Yeah, but we'll see. Okay, let's leave it on a positive note, okay? 14 signs that you're an indigo child, okay? You are strong-willed. You're an old soul. You're a free thinker. You're a headstrong nonconformist. You're a passionate truth seeker. You're perceptive and intelligent. You are highly intuitive. You want to change the world. You're empathetic and compassionate. You're a change-making leader. You're idealistic. You have a loner/autonomous personality. You're highly creative, and you have a strong connection with nature and animals. Well, I'd say, yep, tick, 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 tick to all 14 of them. Okay, so let's start with strong connection to nature and animals. In the last sort of year and a half, my family and I have become vegetarians. Obviously, we have a strong connection to animals now, more so than we did anyway. But we did anyway because we looked after cats and all kinds, rescued snakes from the road, all kinds. Yeah, so I've got a massive connection with animals, and I've got a connection with nature. I love water. I love trees. I love the sun. I love everything that nature has provided. Okay, I'm very highly creative. I make music, I make my own videos, I draw, etc. etc. I can be a loner because I like to use my creativity. I am idealistic, yes I am. I like to think the best can happen. I'll try to be a change-making leader, but I need more people to sort of do the same as well. I do believe I'm empathetic and compassionate. I do want to change the world. Yeah, all of these things. And I would imagine that if you're on my channel, then you are all of these things as well, because that's why we're here. If you look at these things and they're nothing to do with you, then you're on the wrong channel. You're basically a Satanist or a Freemason. No, not really. But I would just say that if you're on this channel and you are consciously aware, you have probably seen all these 14 things here and said, yes, I am. All right. So that's my positive thing for the day. Okay. If you're all of these things, then the chances you are an indigo child. And what we need to do is find as many of them as possible and connect together and try to do what it says here in number 10 and number 8, which is change the world. Because let's be honest, the world that we see right now when we go out is a horrible version of the world that we grew up in and enjoyed, okay, as young children. So if it isn't for us, do it for the young children who are going to grow up thinking that this is normal when it's not. It's just disgusting, horrific torture upon your own people, okay? So I hope you found this news review helpful. I hope you're all well. Please do more than you're doing. I will try my best as well, but we all need to step it up a bit, okay? Because we are falling behind. Time is running out. We're just being too, something will get sorted tomorrow. No. Sort it today so you don't have to worry about it tomorrow. All right? So on that note, no new normal. Unite the people to fight the evil. This has been John Overkill, and we are over and out. You take care of yourself and take care of others. Stay strong. Stay connected. Stay aware. Stay positive. Keep going. We are the people. We are the power. It's not time to sit back anymore. Get involved.